Hey guys, how you doing? Well, you've read the title. This is gonna be a dumb video. So Garden Warfare 2 is the second installment in the PVZ shooter games, and it's a great game. And because it's a great game, I've put a few hours into it, which led me to learn a lot about very dumb and useless trivia about this title. So I figured I'd make a video on this topic, and without much else to say, let's get right into it. I'm going to start off with a pretty well-known piece of trivia, because it's only going to get weirder from here. So I think we all know what fire characters do. I mean, they're literally just characters that deal fire damage. Kind of. See, there's two characters that can deal fire damage that aren't technically fire characters. One of which is Torchwood, as he doesn't deal fire damage unless you're using his abilities. And the other is Welder. From what it seems, he only deals fire damage after the shot hits an opponent, and his actual damage output is normal. To my knowledge, he is the only elemental character in the game that has this property, and I have no clue why. It's such a weird thing to do for any elemental character, let alone a fire one. And if you thought that was useless, this next one will surprise you. Chemist, Zoologist, and Roadie Z can aim. If you didn't know this, then I really wouldn't blame you. I only recently found out because of some testing I did. At high altitudes in most, if not all maps, flat clouds are often used for shadows on the map itself, or at least that's what I think they're used for. And on the topic of weird map trivia, Time Park and Seeds of Time are surrounded by massive parking lots. In Time Park, it's pretty big, but you could ultimately see the end of it if you're glitching out of bounds. But Seeds of Time paints a different picture. Like literally, this entire clip you've been watching has just been taking place in the parking lot alone. For some reason, PopCap added a lot of unnecessary detail to this parking lot, and it definitely shows. Now let's do a bit of a lightning round. I'll just fire off some pointless trivia for the next few seconds, specifically from the sticker book. Shrimp leads his own division in the Zomboss army. Zencactus named all of her orbs surrounding her after types of tacos. It is implied heavily that Fireflower was the result of a date gone good from Sunflower and Fire Pea, if you get what I mean. The Halloween version of the Uplink bot is haunted. And finally, Tank Commander apparently had a much larger tank in his possession at one point in time. Alright, now back to the more interesting pointless stuff. Scuba Soldier and Vampire Flower are the only characters in the game that have an upgrade solely dedicated to them, which is a scanning upgrade and a vampiric upgrade respectively. Garden Warfare 2 was originally going to have zombified versions of Garden Warfare 1 maps, as seen in this concept art here, but ultimately, PopCap went with the zombies making their own complete cities, which is an approach I could respect as much as I would have liked to see Main Street make a return. Ooh, and on the topic of Garden Warfare 1 maps, Walnut Hills is a complete copy and paste of Garden Warfare 2, and if you've ever played it, then it's pretty obvious, because some buildable turrets from the first game are found here as well. One pointless piece of trivia that a lot of longtime players probably know is that the map pool isn't randomized. Nowadays, this can be best seen in mixed mode, where you'll more often than not see Great White North followed by a Vanquish confirmed match on Zem Peak. Interesting, and also useless. Party Brains and Moto X-Star have eye cosmetics that they can't use unless they take off their headgear. And while this alone would be pretty interesting, the more intriguing part of this trivia comes from the fact that Party Brains' bobblehead is seen using the eye cosmetic with the hair, which is impossible normally. Walking behind the active multiplayer portals or the active town hall portal could show you that the portals are completely visible from the back, which is cool, but how did they not fix this pretty noticeable flaw? Cosmic Brains and Breakfast Brains are the only two SBs that can use Ultra Ball while moving. Granted, it's not a very far distance or anything, but it's still something that works. Various uses of PVZ-1 sprites are seen in Garden Warfare 2. My personal favorites are the ones found on the vending machines, and funnily enough, they don't even follow their own rules of consistency, because P-Shooter's design is from PVZ-2. When turf map regions are unloaded, most objects are culled out to make sure that the FPS doesn't drop too much in normal gameplay, but something that's almost never culled out is golden gnomes, as well as a few objects tied to them. When a character equips a reload upgrade, their sound effects for reloading are pitched up. Here, take a listen to before and after for Super Commando. And finally, for the most pointless piece of trivia yet, Wrestling Star's bobblehead has hair. So that was 20 pieces of useless trivia on Garden Warfare 2. It's not satisfying, but I could say this much. Learning about it doesn't really affect your life, and I think that's the best kind of trivia. But let me know, would you guys like to see another video like this on another game? Tell me in the comments down below. And if you're new around here and you like what you see, then drop a like, maybe even subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Peace.